This is the story of a brand new team on the Texas scene, the Dallas Cowboys. They knew it would be a tough row to hoe, starting from scratch in an attempt to match the mighty aggregations of the National Football League. But the Cowboy management also knew that Texas fans wouldn't settle for anything less than the world's best football. And that means the National Football League. Let's review.
Tradition, turkey, pumpkin pie, and the Cowboys playing at home on Thanksgiving Day. And for every fan that enjoys a Cowboys win to go with their extra helping of cranberry sauce, there's one man to thank, Tex Schramm, the mastermind behind the Dallas Cowboys' success in football and marketing. He's also the man who brought the NFL to be the biggest sports organization and topped the charts of most watched television events in America. Most of the success he made came through the Cowboys, who he is credited for their image known worldwide. Thanksgiving 1966. Dallas Cowboys' first Thanksgiving game. It was a risk for Schramm to take because it was a weekday, a holiday. Who would come? That would all be answered when the Cowboys took the field in the Cotton Bowl and faced the Cleveland Browns, beating them 26-14 in front of 82,259 fans, a packed house. Ratings were through the roof. Success, sweet success for Schramm and the Cowboys, a new tradition for Dallas fans. From 1966 and every year after, Thanksgiving, the American holiday, would be celebrated with all the usual turkey, cranberry sauce, and football, Cowboy football.
How did the Cowboys affect my life when we were growing up? Well, it was the big deal on Sunday. You know, back in those days, we're talking about the late 60s, the early 70s. You know, the malls were not open back then. So on Sunday, the big deal was the Cowboy game. You were either at the game or you were watching the game. You know, you get up on Sunday morning, you go to church. Even the priest was in on it for us. You know, if the Cowboys had a noon game, you always saw them cut, mass short. And people were home early, and you watched the Cowboy game. You always knew, for us, Cowboy game, there was big things on Sunday. You knew we had certain protocol. You didn't walk across the altar. You didn't get in front of the TV set on Sunday morning because the Cowboys were on. It's a big deal. You watch the Cowboy game, then you'd have, late lunch, early dinner, and just the Cowboys were the big thing. Back in those days, they were, going to the Super Bowl. They were either winning their division. It was just a big deal on Sunday.
Under the don't give up the ship leadership of Roger Staubach, the Cowboys gained nearly 6,000 yards and scored 345 points.
What if there were no Cowboys? I don't think football would have been as mainstream as it is today. I think the Cowboys brought football kind of into a mainstream. But prior to the Cowboys and all that, a lot of people, the Cowboys were kind of like, a lot of people were for them. So if there were no Cowboys, I don't think you'd see football today like we see it in such a mainstream. People would have just found other things to do. I don't think football would be as big of a deal as it is today because people like rooting for the new guys and the new team. So I think the Cowboys brought football into the mainstream, and if there were no Cowboys, it just wouldn't be it would have taken longer for football to get to where it is today.